Hello everybody, welcome to the Geeks Handbag, coming to you from somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I hope you're all keeping well. And today I'm going to be taking a look at not one but two recent releases by the Demon Music Group on vinyl. So we've got Doctor Who, The Edge of Destruction, which is a picture disc that was released for Record Store Day this year, and Doctor Who, The Highlanders, which is a limited edition exclusive to HMV stores for their 1921 edition collection. So let's start by taking a look at The Highlanders. The sticker tells us it's the 1966 Lost TV adventure introducing Jamie McCrimmon, a great character, complete on vinyl for the first time on 140 gram red and blue translucent vinyl. So let's whip the cellophane off so we can take a better look at this gorgeous cover. I really do like this jagged circular effect they've started using on these LP covers. I think it's very effective and really looks nice. So we've got a battle scene going on here. There's the Union Jack flag there, soldier firing his gun, the TARDIS in the middle of it all, and this big cannon firing a cannonball into the corner of the LP sleeve itself. The Doctor Who logo at the top there with the Highlanders, and at the bottom it tells us it's the original BBC TV soundtrack. So I really do love all the different colours on here. I think it's a really nice looking cover for the LP. On the back of the cover, we got the TARDIS swirling through a very colourful vortex, which looks nice. In the top left-hand corner, we get the original air dates for each episode. And on the right-hand side, it tells us Doctor Who, The Highlanders, starring Patrick Troughton, written by Elwyn Jones and Jerry Davis, with Lincoln narration from Fraser Hines. So removing the LPs from their outer sleeve, and it's a 2 LP set. Each LP comes in its own protective inner sleeve with the TARDIS going through the vortex on one side and some episode information on the other side, including a cast list. And once again, I really love the vibrant colours that we've got going on here. I think the inner sleeves look really nice as well. So the packaging looks great and you've got nice inner sleeves, but what about the vinyl LPs themselves? Well, here they are. So you've got episodes 1 and 2 on lovely translucent red vinyl, episodes 3 and 4 on lovely translucent blue vinyl, and both the vinyls are 140 gram each, and don't they look great together? The synopsis for the Highlanders: the Doctor, Ben and Polly arrive in Scotland in 1745 after the Battle of Culloden, where they get embroiled with a band of Highlanders. Things take a turn for the worst as they encounter Redcoats, the crooked Solicitor Grey and the wicked Captain Trask. Luckily, the Doctor's bumbling manner hides a sharp brain that helps him escape back to the TARDIS with a new companion in tow, a young piper named Jamie McCrimmon. The Highlanders is a great story, and of course it introduced the fantastic character of Jamie McCrimmon, who was of course played by actor Fraser Hines, and therefore it's really nice to have Fraser himself doing the narration on this, providing descriptive detail over the quieter moments of the TV soundtrack. It's hard to believe, but this 1960s adventure was the last purely historical Doctor Who story to be made until Black Orchid many years later in 1982. It's such a shame that all 4 episodes of this story are missing from the BBC archive. However, I am grateful that we at least have the audio for those episodes, so at least we can get a feel for the story, and it does make for a really enjoyable listen. The Highlanders retails for £34.99 and is available exclusively from HMV stores as well as online from their website. But hurry, because it's a limited edition and only available while stocks last. And so, moving on to Doctor Who, The Edge of Destruction. This gorgeous double-sided picture disc came out as part of Record Store Day 2024 and was available exclusively through independent music stores. Once again, we get that lovely jagged circular effect on the front cover, which I like, only this time it's a lovely golden yellow colour. Because this is a picture disc, we have a hole in the middle of the sleeve so we can see through to the picture disc inside. And when you take the picture disc out, it comes in a nice thick plastic sleeve, which will help to keep the picture disc protected. So on side A of the picture disc, we've got the melted clock from the TARDIS, which looks fantastic. I love all the colours we've got going on here. I also love all the cogs that are flying off around it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the intro to the Peter Capaldi era. But yeah, it's a really nice picture of the melted clock, a very pivotal moment in the episode where Barbara sees it and screams. I also love the fact that the hole is right in the middle of the clock, which is going to look great when it's spinning around. On the B side, you've got what they call a zoetrope of spinning TARDIS, which again is going to look fantastic when the record's being played. It'll give a spiral effect of a million different TARDIS all heading down towards that lovely diamond logo in the middle. Apparently there are phone apps you can download to enhance this viewing experience, but we'll take a look with our own eyes when we give it a spin on the record player in a minute. On the back of the LP sleeve, we got the TARDIS swirling through a lovely vortex there. We got some information about the episodes themselves, which back in the day were given their own individual titles. So episode 1, The Edge of Destruction, episode 2, The Brink of Disaster, and then in the top right hand corner of the sleeve, it says Doctor Who, The Edge of Destruction, starring William Hartnell, written by David Whittaker, with link and narration from Carol Ann Ford. The synopsis for The Edge of Destruction: escaping from their previous adventure on Skaro, the Doctor, Susan, Ian and Barbara are inside the TARDIS when it appears to be taken over by an outside force. Bewildered and confused, the travellers become suspicious of each other's motives and tensions within the ship begin to rise. The TARDIS appears to be trying to tell them something, yet the Doctor has very little idea of how to stop it hurtling backwards in time towards destruction. I've always really liked The Edge of Destruction. I love stories where we get to explore inside the TARDIS, and this was only the third story in the very first series of Doctor Who, therefore very early days for this TARDIS team who, like the viewers at the time, were only just starting to get to know each other. Therefore it must have been fascinating watching this, trying to work out who you could trust and what was behind it all. The story works surprisingly well on audio, and I'm so pleased they got Carol Ann Ford to do the link and narration. It certainly helps the flow of the story having it describing what's going on in the quieter moments of the TV soundtrack, especially when it comes to scenes like Susan with the scissors. There's also a really nice interview with Carol Ann at the end, where she talks about her memories of working on Doctor Who, and in particular the stark contrast of the two directors that worked on this story. When The Edge of Destruction came out for Record Store Day, it retailed for around £27.99. However, they sold very quickly and it's become quite hard to find. It's always worth checking your local independent record store just in case they have one, but if not, you may have to resort to eBay. Alternatively, you may be interested to know that this story has also been released on CD. There's been many fantastic Doctor Who releases by the Demon Music Group over the years. I'm sure there's more to come and I'm excited to see what's next. But for now, these are two wonderful additions to their ongoing Doctor Who vinyl range. So there you go, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do check out The Geek's Handbag on Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever it's called, Instagram and TikTok. And don't forget, I also do a Doctor Who podcast with my good friend Gary called The Big Blue Box Podcast, so do give that a listen. But until the next time, take care of yourselves. Bye bye.